G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, trail name Lookout, and today I am heading towards a place called Julian. It's at mile marker 77. I won't be going the whole way there because it is Sunday today, and I am hoping to collect a package from the post office. And if I go in there today, post office won't be open, so I'm going to be camping just short, which is a nice short day for me. I'll be going about 15 miles towards the town, and tomorrow morning I will hitch in, hopefully, grab my package from the post office and then be on my way. Every day there seems to be something. If it's not frost and it's not snow on the ground, it's mud. Where I was camped last night looked quite nice, but overnight it got very muddy. Everything, my tent, my ground sheet, everything was covered in mud. So I'm glad I've got a short day because I can dry everything out once I get to camp. There is one perilous thing about my journey today, and that is that there is no water between probably about 3 miles before where I camped and Julian, the town. So that means that any water that I want today in this scorching desert heat, not quite desert, but you know what I mean, I'm going to have to carry with me. So I am cameled up, as you can see here. I have around 4 litres of water with me, and 4 litres weighs 4 kilos. It's like 8.8 pounds extra on my backpack, and yeah, I'm feeling it. It's first thing in the morning and my shoulders are already feeling that extra weight of water, so yeah, not fun. It's one of those cases of be bold, start cold. I had my puffy jacket on and I've had to put it away. I'm only about 15 minutes into hiking, but it was absolutely freezing when I left this morning, and I couldn't even imagine not wearing something warm to get me started. I'm just walking along the ridgeline here and looking out at the ridges opposite, and those beautiful rounded peaks in front of me, all bumpy, and then behind them you've got more rigid and sharp ones going back. What a view for the morning. Up and down these hills you see this plant here. It's about 1.5 meters to 2 meters high, and that's about 6 feet to you non-metric people. We've got these little buds that open up into flowers. This one hasn't flowered in very many places yet, but it smells so sweet as you're coming down the hill. You just get a whiff of it on the breeze. It's lovely. I've been lucky enough to stumble into some surprise water because of the massive amount of snow this area's had. There's water on the trail where there's never been water before, so this is an unmarked location for water. I've already drunk 1 litre, so I'm going to fill up an extra litre. So many little flowers here in different colours: whites, yellows, reds, purples. It's not what you expect to see in such a arid region. And this is one of those plants that we saw earlier that hasn't quite bloomed yet. It's still in its infancy stage. Over there is the trail, but because it's hugging the ridgeline, I have to go all the way around this. It's probably why it's so long, this trail, because it's windy rather than direct. So the sun is well and truly up. It's midday, and I have slowed down. My pace has slowed dramatically, not on purpose, just I feel like when it's cooler, I'm just breezing, doing great pace. So far every day I've managed to get 12 miles by 12 o'clock, but I am feeling very fatigued right now, and that's been the same for every day, to be honest. I'm very, very tired when the heat comes on, and I am happy to only be a few miles away from where I'm going to camp tonight, because I'm ready for a rest. And as you can see behind me, there's not much shade to sit down in, and I'm telling you people, this is tough, very, very tough. So that's me set up for the day, an early finish around 1 o'clock. I hesitate to go any further because I need to go into Julian, which is only a couple of miles up the track, and it's Sunday today, so there's no point me being there. So I'm literally just baking myself to death in the sun. It is very, very hot, and I'm hidden behind an umbrella there behind me, trying to stay hydrated by sipping on what water I have left. This really is the reason to be out in nature, to enjoy baking to death. It makes me think about how fragile the human race is. So let me get on my soapbox for 30 seconds before you click off this video. The heat here is quite moderate. It's not, 130 degrees out here, but it's still feeling like it's roasting my skin. My legs are figuratively burning at the moment, and like I say, I've already consumed about 5 liters of water, and I am just sucking down the last 2 liters that I have, and I feel like I need more than that. We are fragile human beings in a hostile landscape sometimes. It was freezing cold last night and wet, and there was no way, if I didn't have shelter and I didn't have a sleeping quilt, that I would have survived the night comfortably. And then when the sun comes up during the day, if I didn't have enough water, then I definitely would have passed out by now, for sure. I'm already lightheaded. So a little more than the 30 seconds that I said it would take, but you understand what I mean. Sometimes as humans, we put ourselves into harm's way in the name of adventure, and I'm going to keep doing that for you for the next 150 days, so that you can see what it's like to walk from Mexico to Canada. That's the end of another day. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.